Tottenham fans, welcome to another video here on the channel. Our space for discussion and information about everything happening at the North London Giant. Today, we'll discuss a situation that's been heating up behind the scenes. The future of Yves Bissouma, the midfielder who arrived as a key signing, is now embroiled in serious departure rumors. What's really going on? Why are 4 Italian giants eyeing him, while Tottenham insists he still has a future at the club? Bear with me. The story is full of contradictions. The scenario is as follows. Milan, Juventus, Inter Milan, and Roma have recently approached Yves Bissouma, raising doubts about the player's continued presence at Tottenham. The British press reports that the club prefers to negotiate him outside the Premier League, avoiding reinforcing direct competitors. Everton and West Ham have expressed interest, but their chances are considered much slim. To complicate matters further, Bissouma was ruled out of the Super Cup final due to delays and is still recovering from a knee injury. Despite everything, Thomas Frank publicly stated that the midfielder still has a future at Spurs. But the contradiction is clear. If the club trusts him, why open the door to offers? The backlash was immediate. In the English press, many journalists pointed out that Thomas Frank's statement was unconvincing and sounded more like a strategy to maintain Bissouma's market value. Some analysts point out that this stance is typical of clubs that have already decided to negotiate a player, but don't want to lose bargaining power. On social media, Tottenham fans are divided. Some believe the midfielder deserves another chance, especially since he showed potential in a few games. Others, however, believe it's high time the club made room for someone more reliable. The heated debate highlights how the player's future has become a veritable impasse in London. If Bissouma does indeed leave, Tottenham will have to act quickly in the transfer market. The defensive midfielder position is crucial to the team's formation, and losing a player of this profile without a replacement could weigh heavily in the coming weeks. Furthermore, a move to an Italian club could ease the payroll and open up space for specific reinforcements. But it would also raise questions about the squad's depth. The club has important matches ahead, both in the Premier League and the Cup competitions, and cannot afford to take unnecessary risks. The board now needs to decide whether to maintain its message of confidence or pursue a strategic sale, even if it displeases some fans. Yves Bissouma arrived at Tottenham in 2022 from Brighton, boasting a promising defensive midfielder and praised for his marking ability. However, his career in London has been marked by ups and downs, between good performances in important matches and moments of inconsistency. The player has lost his place. Off-field issues have also drawn attention. Late arrivals, disciplinary issues, and now a knee injury that has curtailed his run. Even so, no one questions his technical ability. When fit, Bissouma is capable of balancing the midfield, winning the ball back, and accelerating transitions. The dilemma is whether Tottenham still trusts this potential or whether it's time to end the cycle and look for someone more consistent in the role. In my view, Bissouma's case is a classic example of a talented player who failed to fully meet expectations at an elite club. Tottenham is right to listen to offers, especially given the interest from European giants. They also cannot afford to lose a midfielder of this caliber without planning. If the board decides to sell him, it is essential that they bring in a worthy replacement. On the other hand, if they choose to keep him, they will need to protect the player, instill confidence, and demand discipline. After all, a competitive squad is built not only on talent, but also on commitment and consistency. And so we come to the end of another video about what goes on behind the scenes at Tottenham. The case of Yves Bissouma shows how board decisions can affect not only the squad, but also the fans' confidence. Whether he stays or leaves, this will be an important chapter in Spurs season. We're still together, because Tottenham is bigger than any one player. If you enjoyed this content, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss future updates. Comment below. Do you think the club should sell Bissouma or go for it? Stay tuned, because there's more exciting news coming soon.